Today, we're going to be practicing addition stories about groups of objects. In a little bit, I'm going to tell you a couple stories, and we're going to work with a picture to solve the problem. But first, we're going to do a little practice. So we're going to practice putting two groups of objects together to find our whole. So I'm going to take our objects, and we're going to sort these by kind. So I'm going to put my frogs over here. I'm going to put my snails over here. And now we're going to count how many of each object we have. So let's count our frogs first. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And let's count our snails next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know that 5 is more than 3. So I'm going to grab my 5 and I'm going to shake it. 5, and I'm going to count on. 6, 7, 8. 3 and 5 is 8. Let's try another one. My objects here in the middle. You guys can practice this at home too. You can find two different objects and sort your groups. We're going to sort our snails over here. Let's put all of our bumblebees over here. All right, let's go ahead and count our snails. Ready? 1, 2, and let's count our bees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know that 7 is more than 2, so I'm going to grab my 7, and I'm going to shake it. 7, I'm going to count on. 8, 9. 2 and 7 is 9. Let's try another one. I'll put our objects out. We're going to sort by kind. My frogs over here. And my bumblebee over here. Go ahead and count our frogs first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I see one more bee. 6 and one more is 7. 6 plus 1 equals 7. Let's do one last one together. All right, let's put our bumblebees over here. All right, let's go ahead and count our bumblebees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's count our snails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5, that is equal. So I get to grab either group, 5, and I'm going to count on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 and 5 is 10. Or you might recognize that it's a double and just know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. All right, now that we've practiced putting some groups together, we're going to move on to our number stories. All right, now we're going to take a look at this page. I see birds and flowers and cats and an apple tree with apples. We're going to tell a word problem about our picture. So listen carefully. Kara planted 10 flowers. She will pick some. How many can be in her hand and how many can be on the ground? So we're going to take a look at our flowers here. I want you to think about that for a second. How many could she pick and how many could she leave on the ground? So let's go ahead and first count our flowers. Okay, let's count our flowers first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I see that we have 10 flowers that Kara could pick. One way that you could solve this problem is by circling the smaller flowers. We could say that she picked the smaller flowers and left the bigger flowers on the ground. So we would count our smaller flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the ones she picked. And the bigger flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the ones she kept on the ground. So our number sentence with our word problem could say 6 plus 4 equals 10. Kara picked 6 flowers, left 4 on the ground. That equals 10 flowers in all. Now I want you to think for a minute. Is that the only way that she could pick the flowers, or could she pick the flowers in a different way? Yes, she could pick the flowers in a different way. Work with your family to find some more ways that she could solve this problem. All right, let's take a look at one more. Let's take a look at our cats now. Let's pretend that some of of the cats go to sleep and some of the cats stay awake, how could we find how many cats stay asleep and how many are awake? So for example, we could say if some of the 4 cats are asleep, different numbers of cats, such as 1, 2, or 3, could be asleep. So let's say that only 1 cat fell asleep. Our number sentence would be 1 plus 2, 3 equals 4. 1 cat fell asleep, 3 cats stayed awake. There are 4 cats in all. Now you can look at the other animals and objects in this picture and make your own word problems and find different ways to solve those word problems. Okay, on the back side of our picture, we will find 3 more problems to solve. So first I see problems with cats, and then flowers, and then birds. So let's go ahead and start with our cats. It said there are 6 cats. Some are outside, the rest are inside. So you guys get to pick how many cats are outside and how many are inside. We are going to circle our group. So I'm going to do the first one with you. So I would circle, maybe I want 2 cats to be outside, and the rest of my cats are going to be inside. So I'm going to count my cats in the first group. 1, 2, and I'm going to write my number over here on this line. Half a heart will never do. Slide to the right to make a 2. Then I need to count my cats in the second group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and over, down some more. That's the way to make a 4. 2 and 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this isn't the only way you could solve this problem. You could have circled 1 cat and then had the rest stay outside. Or you could have circled 5 cats and only 1 staying outside. There are many solutions to this problem. How will you solve it? Can you solve your problem in a different way than I solved mine? You're going to do the same thing here with our flowers and the same thing here with the birds. There will be lots of solutions. Make sure to count to find your hole each time. Have a great day, guys.